Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to episode 190 of Folks Talking Sports. I am Chris Gardner of the Houston Round Ball Review, and with me is Miss Kanitra Pulliams. How are you doing, Queen?
Good afternoon, guys.
And Mr. Moore, how are you, sir, from the AdMax Corner?
I'm doing great, man. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great. Might have blown someone's speakers out as they're watching us on
Little
Facebook,
heads up would have been nice.
YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, on the Folks Talking Sports Instagram as well. But we're also streaming on YouTube on 3 YouTube channels. Well, 2 channels, but 2 different platforms. On
Right.
Mr. Moore's AdMax Corner, as well as in landscape and portrait mode on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Onward and upward. My colleagues have been beaming off air before we started about the 2026 Men's World Cup. So let's get your thoughts on that as the round of 32 has begun, because I have something to, I'm going to toss a little curveball in the discussion. And good evening to Queen Wanda Polk. I think she's watching. I can't tell if she's watching. She's watching on YouTube. All right. So have at it. Who wants to talk about the Men's World Cup first, the round of 32?
KP, go for it. Cause last time you dropped the what did you drop the
Well, I
Hold on,
mean,
Mr.
NCAA?
Moore. Hold on real quick. Justin says, hell, that's like getting woke up by the screaming pastor back in the day on a late night when you have the channel on BET. So there you go, Mr. Moore. See what you done.
That's what you get for sleeping on the sermon. He went. Hey, he went to that old card. He was trying to get you into heaven. Yeah.
All right, Kanitra, go ahead and
no,
share your thoughts on the
the
World Cup,
fact
the Men's
that
World Cup.
9 African nations have qualified for the round of 32 is outstanding. Um, and then you have the countries who are making it to the round of 32 for the first time, in their delegation's history, including, they Capo Verde or Cape Verde, as we call it. So, like, just to see the celebration. I mean, what are they? 525,000 citizens in that entire country,
Less citizens there than every state in America,
any U.S. state.
any U.S. state. Yep.
So just to see that celebration, and like, one of the most compelling games was the last group stage game. Last night, the one in Kansas City, Algeria and Austria. Both of them, basically, before the game started, were positioned to advance to the round of 32. The team that was watching with the most interest was Iran. They were sitting in the eighth and final spot for the third place finishers, and for 2 minutes, Iran thought they were in, because Algeria scored in stoppage time, like 90 plus 4, 90 plus 3. All they had to do was maintain that lead for 1 minute, and they surrendered it. And with that, Iran's going home, Austria's going in as the number 2 seed based on goal differential. And
Right.
then Algeria goes. I mean, not number 2 seed, as a second place finisher. Algeria goes in as a third place finisher.
Mr. Moore, your thoughts?
I was watching France yesterday, and I'm sitting there, and yeah, obviously, and I'm going like, okay, we know this France, European country. And I'm starting to go like, okay, we know about Mbappe. We know he is the creme de la creme of the French national team. But I'm sitting there going, wait a minute.
Dembele.
It's 10 guys out there, and I only saw one that didn't look like the rest of them. All the rest of them look like brothers. I mean, they had more brothers on the field than the U.S. team has, and I'm going like, huh, okay. And I've started really taking more a closer note, because like today in the Canadians against the Republic of South Africa, it's like, wait a minute. I know that Canada is a multicultural country. Even though somebody want to make it the 51st country, I'm gonna try to stay away from that. But the
51st
fact that
state.
I'm
Yep.
the first state, and I'm going like, but it was just interesting to me watching France, and then last night watching Argentina, and the man came on in the second half and on this penalty kick and the way he bent the ball, his first penalty kick went high over the goalpost. His second penalty kick, it was almost like he psyched Jordan out, and then next thing I know, the ball bends probably about what 6 inches off the ground, maybe that much, and he curved it around, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, you know what? I see why Messi is considered the he is the creme de la creme. He is the Pele of this generations of soccer
But
players.
no disrespect to Messi, and what he's done, because he has won the Ballon d'Or the most times. But the the most recent winner of the Ballon d'Or, the most outstanding player, is Ousmane Dembele from France,
Right,
a
right,
brother.
brother. Yeah, which
So golden boot, and right now, yeah, with the hat trick, and then the goals last night, Messi's in the lead, even though he came off the bench. Um, you know, he's in the lead, but
and watching Messi last night, it
Real
was
quick, AD, I want to give Queen Pulliam some more shine again. Mr.
okay,
Big
but
Texaco with the shout out to her. Impressed with Kanitra's knowledge of the soccer game on who advanced and not. She has more knowledge. Y'all
I,
notice I'm being quiet. See, I
I
ain't said a
played 12.
word.
I played 12 years.
So
oh, well, hey, but you know what? That's why we defer. But last night, what the one thing about Messi was sort of like basically Argentina was playing with 9 players, and Messi just kept hanging back in the striking area. I think he might have came across midfield in the second half maybe twice out of a 45-minute period. I think he might have came across twice, at least from as I was trying to keep up with it. But everything he just kept hanging back in the strike zone, raiding the strike, and he got his opportunity, and once he scored his goal, I sort of went like, okay, everything's over with. Let's go ahead and go home now.
But again, the man is skilled and he's talented. But the way the wall was set up was
Yes,
poorly executed, because the keeper should have had his
as Mr.
wall.
Big Texaco says
Yeah,
right here, yes.
because there was a gap, and there was a blind spot. So the keeper was shielded by his own wall, which should have been an additional defender, and Messi just hit the hole.
but that was the unique thing about it, KP, from my perspective. Because remember, his first penalty kick went flying over the crossbar, and the thing, as soon as he struck the ball, the wall, the guys in the back jumped, and when they jumped, the ball just stayed low. I mean,
Oh no,
to
it didn't even. It didn't. They didn't even need to, because he went through There was a gap. There was
yeah,
like 4 players, and he just hit between there.
in between, yes. And
And
I'm
then,
and I'm and I've seen normally but and when they line up like that, obviously you done played it, but I've just been sort of watching the defenses, how they set it up. That normally it is a gap or a lane. You just didn't think, okay, he's not going. I figured he was going to try to go over it, but just the way he towed the ball up,
the spin.
and it is unreal.
Yeah, I mean,
I was a keeper indoor. Never again.
you see.
Never again. Well, never. Well, I'm older now than I was at the job, and it was co-ed indoor soccer, and we didn't know what we were doing. So my defense in front of me, we were like the blind leading the blind,
Yeah,
and it's not. It is, and that was my first time being keeper in like 30 years, and it showed. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Balls flying at me left and right.
yeah.
We didn't win a match the whole season. We tied. Our
Hey,
last after the season, we tied. Team was just as bad as we were, so we tied. I made stops in that match.
a
Go
draw is a
figure.
draw.
But we were not very good. Being keeper is a tough
Oh
job.
yeah.
But I want
Because I
to.
mean, that's the thing. Was it the first game uh, when Messi took the PK and like kicked it right at the keeper? Like the keeper, because he guessed right, but
Right.
then you've seen like different iterations of how teams defend either PKs or just or free kicks. But then they're like, oh, the keeper came off his line before the ball was struck. But like you're at a disadvantage if you're a keeper because like you literally you have to guess
Right.
which way it's going. But there is no penalty for the attacker taking the kick. He can hesitate, he can stutter, he can
Mm-mm.
change up his rhythm to throw off the
Drag his
keeper.
feet. All that stuff. Yeah.
But so I'm like, that's to me that's not fair. Like if he moves, you should be able to move.
You know what? You know what? You can almost equate that to what an Allen Iverson crossover.
Hmm.
If we want to put it in the terms what the sports people and what we like over in
A
this country.
Tim Hardaway senior crossover. See,
Uh okay.
these folks think AI did all that. No, 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 no. Tim
Yeah.
Hardaway senior crossover.
Well, well, here's the thing about it. The crossover is what they're letting them get away with now. They're carrying the ball. If you define it the way,
That's why I'm saying Tim Hardaway. Tim
yeah,
Hardaway had the
okay,
crossover.
yeah, he had a crossover then when he wasn't palming the ball and bringing it down. But
I'll
that's
send you
the
some clips
game.
of Tim Hardaway crossover, Mr. Moore. Tim Hardaway
I can,
crossover.
okay, understood. I mean, but I'm just saying this is what the NBA is allowing them to do now. You know,
Well,
it
Magic
is
Johnson palmed
literally
the ball. He dribbled too. 40 years ago, he palmed the ball.
yeah, Magic
Buck,
6'9", man.
Buck palmed the ball, and he palmed the ball. He still palmed the ball.
Yeah. Well, remember, Danny Ainge picked the ball up and went about 2 or 3 steps before he put it back down. Come on, Chris.
But see, you're proving making my point for me. They've been
Yeah,
palming
well,
and carrying the ball for 40 years, 40, 50 years.
I also think it depends on how tall you are because some of it is
yes,
more obvious. If
yes,
you're lower to the ground, the movement is quick. But when you're 6'9",
Magic or Clyde. Yeah, it's more pronounced.
yeah,
Mr. Moore, have you dealt with any Houston traffic, any World Cup traffic?
I have tried to literally stay away. I saw Justin was complaining. I saw Justin's comment about it's taking he's almost at the count about an hour just to get through the traffic, depending on where you are. I have tried to stay away from the area. Since the Texans wrapped up and the mini camps and everything, I have literally tried to stay away from that whole area over there, man. So
I'm
no,
I'm near downtown, Fifth Ward. I haven't not gone that way. So my job is up north. So I've been away from the opposite of traffic, fortunately, and I'm good with that. I'm not a traffic
but
person whatsoever.
but
I'm
I
glad
tell
people
you,
are here having a great time and
oh yeah,
enjoying the vibe and spending some money and probably making some babies and stuff like that too. It's
hey
the
Chris,
World Cup, but my curveball
okay.
for you and everyone watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. 48 countries are in it. Adding more people, adding more countries, expanding the World Cup is great. Where is this same? Will you have this same energy for the expansion of the CFP and or the NCAA men's and women's tournament?
No, remember,
Why? Why? What's the difference?
I've been clear. I've been clear on this. I like it at the 68, but even though I mean the 68 and whatever, I've been clear. I didn't have a problem going from 32 to doubling it, but for what they're trying to do now, I'm going like I think basically you just say why are we even playing? Why are you even playing the season? Why are you even going to have the tournaments now? Because if you letting everybody in at the end, why don't you just go ahead and play the end now? Do
Okay,
like
same with
NASCAR.
the World Cup.
no, I have a problem with the number of teams competing in the World Cup. I have a problem with the expansion. I don't think a third place team should advance. You finish first, you finish second, you get to go.
Okay, Mr. Moore.
But hey, Kanitra, just to follow up with that point, I'm trying to remember because I was going through the groups today. There are at least two or three groups that's got three teams coming out of those respective groups
Yeah.
are making it.
Of the 12 groups, 8 third place finishers advanced to the knockout rounds.
Well, you got. I
What,
guess you
what's
got
what's
that
good about that? What's good about that, Mr. Moore? You finished in third
competition.
place. Why are you going then?
Yeah, this
Competition.
this this is the first time that
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
yeah, they're trying something different because here's the one thing, and I think Kanitra and I, this came up last week about the hydration period, is that because that's part of the deal, and even though teams are playing indoors, and I'm still trying to figure out, so why are you giving a hydration period
commercial
if
break.
you're indoors?
Commercial break. Sure.
Oh, I know.
It's
It's about man, they run it and what they run about 3 or 4 minutes of commercials, and so the question is asked, how come hydration breaks take almost a additional 5 minutes plus playing time after your regular 90 minutes? Because that's really what the additional time is covering.
Stoppage time. Yep.
And I think this is United. This is a new name from YouTube. He used to be on United on the Let's Talk Houston Rockets shows. I don't think it's rigged. Argentina is playing well. If you thought the Knicks would win the championship before the season started, kudos to you. Because I didn't do that. We all picked them to win it. Once the final matchup was set, we picked the Knicks. But Internet Passport, thank you for hitting that like button. Everybody, as you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, smash that like button. Internet Passport, the producer of the Real Deal Sports Show with our colleague George Radman Radney. I was on this show yesterday with the guys yesterday morning in Rochester, New York. But World Cup is great. The people who are in favor of the 48 teams, the extra teams expansion, I hope you have this same energy when the tournament expands. In the men's Final Four tournament, the women's tournament expands, and CFP expands, because what's the difference? You want more people to have it, more teams to have opportunities. That's what they say. Well, you got teams here, opportunities in the countries for the World Cup. So don't tell me you like it in World Cup, but don't like it for the CFP. Can't have both ways. I don't like it either way. I'm inconsistent, period. I don't like it either way. Okay, 64, 68, stick with it, period. We all know it's money.
Yeah,
We know that.
yeah, okay.
But the spin of it from the big, like we're stupid. We want to give everyone. You want money from your sponsors because they say they're going to pay you more if you have more teams. That's what this is. Don't tell us you want to give teams more opportunities. In men's basketball, I'd be okay with it to a point if you invited more mid-majors rather than
No,
teams from power conferences.
now you know what? Here's a caveat I would like to add. Teams like from a SWAC or a MEAC, instead of making them go to the play-in, of course they've done a little. I got this past season. They did make one of the other mid majors go play a play-in game. I guess because they've heard the criticism. But realistically, we know the SWAC, the MEAC, and all those guys. Okay, you got to do the play-in, then you go get the number one seed. Okay, so that gives you, if you make it, at least you got you got two rounds of money coming to you. So
Right.
shut up. To me, I guess it's throwing a bone to them. What I would like to see, since you opening up the seedings, is the fact that what I would like to see a 5 or a 6 go to a play-in, just to cause some havoc and cause some people to get
Oh,
upset. I
I
know
don't
it's
agree.
not going to happen. I
I
know it's
disagree
not
with
going to
that.
happen.
I mean, there are what will be the 12 seeds will be in the what is it? What is it not going to be? Kanitra, the opening round?
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, it won't be the first four. It will be the opening round on the men's and women's side of the tournament. So yeah, no longer referred to it as the first four.
Like to me, if you are to me, only at-large teams should be playing in the opening round. If you win your tournament, if you are an AQ, you should not have to play in the play-in game or
I,
play-in round.
I agree.
I concur with that because invariably the SWAC winner, the MEAC winner, or some of these other smaller conferences, okay, you got to go,
Southland Conference,
yeah, what you name them,
the West Coast Conference.
it's almost like you're just like cannon fodder for the top four seeds,
Yeah.
and invariably One day it's gonna happen. One day it's gonna hurt. It's gonna upset. It's gonna mess up the whole deal. And when it does, hopefully I'm alive to still see it. Where I can just go like, yes, that day
What
hadn't
day?
arrived yet.
The SWAC champ's going to win the advance to the round of 32?
Why not?
I mean, that what you're saying?
Yeah. Or either, yeah.
Because Prairie won, Howard won.
Hey, I hope it happens.
Yeah.
But Mr. Moore, you bring up a great point. Recently, last 2 or 3 years, I think
Did Chris freeze?
Did Chris freeze again? I think Chris froze again. Well, which number we want to do this week, KP?
But I mean, like it's been proven that you can go from the first four to the final four. VCU did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you just have to get hot for 6 games. So
What were you saying, Chris?
what I was going to say is
or
that
the Gremlins.
Gremlins got me again, and I'd even try something different today. No one realized that you would get units just for being in the first four. So you get $300,000 or whatever the unit is worth,
Right.
rather than going to the first round automatic, make it to the first round. Because when this first started, a lot of folks were like, man, they're doing a TSU and Prairie View. They go to the opening round, go into the first four. They don't get any money. They don't even get anything. Well, now they do. Just by making it to that game, they receive a unit. So if they win that game, they'll get 2 units
Right.
for them in the conference. We didn't know that, or things changed within the last 4 or 5 years. So now the SWAC coaches and they're like, all right, if this is how it's going to be, let us go to the opening round game because we're going to get paid.
Well, I mean, and do we start to extend the kudos to Dr. McLeod, Charles McLeod? I mean,
McClellan.
I'm sorry, McClellan. Do we extend it because his tenure with them finally, having just his presence being there, and finally folks maybe start trying to, and folks are not doing this out of the generosity of their heart. We know that. But at a certain point, when you got guys sitting there like with his track record and with his acumen sitting there, hey, it's probably finally starting to say, let's balance this thing out a little bit more.
Tanisha, do you know? Because has it always been this way, and we just didn't realize it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Because I need to ask. I mean, because we could be wrong and just never knew it. Or it started, if it has not always been this case, receiving units in the opening round, when did it start? So I'll have to do some digging tomorrow, see if I can find out.
Well,
if it's always been this way since the beginning of the units in the first four, or it just started within the last, 5 years or whatever, 5, 6, 7, whatever it has been.
Chris,
But I know the narrative has changed.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely changed because the thing about it, you say, okay, you win that first play-in game, and then you go to the second. At least you say, okay, you got a couple of paychecks, and the pay not only comes to the team, but it goes to the conference as well. So that's to me, the conference and the team are both getting some out of it because for the most part,
it goes to the conference, and then the conference, based on their rules, shares with the member schools. So some share it equally. Some have a larger share for the team. So it depends on the conference. Right. Exactly. So it does depend on the conference.
Say, man, Justin's shooting at you again, Chris.
Oh, I saw it. Gremlins from the Rockets. I'm not mad at him, and ask me if I care. Because I don't.
Okay.
Because I reached out to someone within the organization yesterday and got an answer within 10 minutes. I'm good. I'm very good.
Excellent then.
And
yesterday?
Yesterday, yes. Yesterday, that's right. Saturday. Uh-huh.
Saturday?
Yes.
And you got an answer within 10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
On a Saturday? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
So the respect is still there. But the business decision, I go where the money goes. And the money is let's rate Cougs. That's what the money is. That's where the sponsors come from. Not covering the Rockets, not doing Let's Talk Houston Rockets, it's covering the Cougs. Merchandise
Amen.
sales, everything comes from the Cougs.
Hey, what you say? Keep pounding rocks.
So, dollars and cents. If it
And
don't make
God be.
dollars, it don't make sense.
Amen.
Simple.
Hey, the Samba boys are coming to Houston tomorrow for round of 32.
Yeah. Who you got to win the whole thing? World Cup.
Oh,
Anybody but Argentina.
Okay. Fair enough.
I would, I
oh,
would like Portugal, but they have not been playing well. And with them playing to a draw yesterday, they messed up a potential quarterfinal matchup between Ronaldo and Messi in Kansas City on the 11th. So that won't happen until farther down.
semifinal.
Yeah.
If they
So
both get to the semifinals or something like that.
yeah, it's a different bracket. So the path to the championship is very favorable for Argentina.
The hate for Argentina. What is the hate? What's the reason for
It's
the
not. No, it's not a
animosity?
hate. It's
because
ambivalent.
they win. Hey, Chris, it's just, Argentina is Argentina in the World Cup right now is like the New England Patriots when they were winning. The New England Patriots in that
Can you answer, is that
dynasty.
why you don't?
No,
You're
it's just
ambivalent.
they won last time. That simple as
Yeah,
that. No, I
You
mean
want somebody
I
different.
I want Portugal. I want Brazil. I want France. I want Cape Verde. That's who I want to win.
Speaking of Cape Verde, will they ride in this round here coming up in the 32s? Will they because I'm trying to remember but they made it. I mean, is the
Argentina, I think, is who they have.
yes, you're correct. They have Argentina. So does it end here, or will can Goliath and can David slay Goliath? I mean, because that's exactly. I mean, this is the
Well,
prime.
well, you're asking it different. You're asking the way you want to ask it. But better question is will. Because they can.
They can.
Upsets happen, but will they do it?
Yeah.
I doubt it. Answer from your mind, not your heart.
My
Will
heart's
they?
I'm,
Yes or no? Will they do it? Will they beat Argentina? Yes or no?
probably not.
Okay.
No, probably not. Because when I looked at the draw and I was like, well, I guess it's been a good story. They've been a Cinderella story.
Oh, no question.
You
Sure.
know, I mean, so the Cinderella turned back into a pumpkin, or whatever vegetation is equivalent to a pumpkin on the coast of Cape Verde. Yeah.
But I mean, thank you for the comments, everybody. Tuning in on YouTube, and reminder we're on Facebook. Facebook on the Houston Roundball Review page is streaming in portrait mode for the first time, so it's vertical. So, like I said, this summertime, trying different formats, different looks on the different platforms to see what works and generates the most views and eyeballs, and then we'll go forward. Andy Yanez and I, we're making our plans for the Big 12 tournament in March already. We'll start reaching out to folks who want to advertise and sponsor and help, towards that trip in March. You got to do it when you're independent. You got to plan early, plan ahead. I'll be in Kansas City in October for Media Day for Big 12, so looking forward to that as well. But wrap it up. Final question or statement regarding the World Cup, the Men's World Cup. Let's go with this one from Mr. Big Texaco, a Houston Roundball Review YouTube member. And Mr. Big Texaco, if you haven't already seen it, make sure you watch the video I posted about 2 hours ago for members only. Make sure you watch that video. But how about this? How far the USA men's team go, in your opinion?
I can see them beating Bosnia Herzegovina.
I can see them. You know what? I can see them beating them, and I can just as well see Bosnia Herzegovina just knocking them out. I really can, because Everybody right now, yeah, they're at home. They basically got the nation behind them. But Bosnia and Herzegovina, to me, that's sort of that. That's that. They're not the Cape Verde, but considering what has happened in that territory and everything that's gone on there, you know, this could very well be some people going like, because of the turmoil that's in that area and everything. I can see a lot of people going like, you know what? No offense against the U.S., but I like to see that team keep going forward.
And again, U.S. had already qualified for the knockout round, but they still had no business losing to Turkey.
It was sloppy defense on their part. I mean, I'm just gonna come out. I mean, they really played. They played ignobly sloppy defense in the goal mount area. Because you sort of was letting guys come in from behind, and I'm just you can tell. I can see why that was the second string in there because their defense, the allow that goal, that winning goal. I'm going like, but anyway.
All right. Closing moments of episode 190 of Folk Talking Sports. We're going to get into it. The WNBA drama surrounding Caitlin Clark and officiating and Alyssa Thomas. Your thoughts
Notice,
on it?
notice that each respective head coach was not pleased with how the punishment was handled.
Yes. And I'll say this. I said it yesterday on the Real Deal Sports Show. I find it interesting that Alyssa Thomas only received a 1-game suspension for
For
what
flagrant two,
for what some people say in America, thuggish behavior. How dare you hurt our golden child? Shame, shame, shame. The only reason the league exists, the only reason y'all are getting money now is because of her. So the fact she only got a 1-game suspension, I think, says something to me too. What say you?
Well, I've seen the calls for, to boycott, to not watch any games,
it's
regardless.
not it's not gonna happen.
But the fact remains, there was no foul called live.
Correct.
Right, right.
Because most of them aren't very good.
So like let's
Still.
let's deal with that. And at the same time, like the Mercury teammates were saying, did anybody call Alyssa directly and check on her or to explain what the punishment was? Anybody from the league office? Because if you are a true athlete, you have some compassion. So to be labeled as a thug, as a bully, or whatever, it does affect your psyche. And for everyone, to take up the defense of Caitlin, it was a foul. Absolutely, it was. But at the same time, you have to be concerned about the well-being of both athletes.
Who does? Who are you saying should?
The league.
Why?
Because if you're portraying Alyssa to be not a good sport, but and you met out punishment, but you don't ever explain to her what happened and why the punishment was what it was.
But I don't know this. But how does it work in the NBA? If there's somebody suspended, does someone from the league office, I'm not going to say names of folks in front office, but do they check up on somebody? Do they call and say, hey, we're fining you this amount of money. This is why we're suspending you a game? I think that there used to be talk years ago for suspensions. David Stern would have the guys come into the office and talk to them. So I don't know if that's still the case in the NBA or not. But the WNBA, Kathy Engelbert, it was known. Well, Fisa Collier told everybody how Kathy operates. Kathy does not reach out to people. So why?
Ask Elena Delle Donne.
Yeah. So why do we? I'm not surprised if that is not the case. They haven't changed. They haven't gotten better with it. But tell me this, because I don't know. I heard Phoenix Mercury teammates come to AT's, they backed her up. Mm-hmm. How many Indiana Fever players, teammates spoke out? Not the coach, not Stephanie White.
I haven't seen anything publicly.
I haven't either. I haven't either. And
that's my point.
Well, I mean, not only I haven't seen anything on social media. I mean, not from the Indiana side.
See, we're all making the point. The Mercury teammates have AT's back. If none of us have heard the Fever teammates speak out, well, what does that indicate? Perhaps the cash cow has more defenders outside of the locker room than inside the locker room. The TV personalities, media folks coming to her back, defending her like she's a damsel in distress and can't defend herself. And at some point, I say this, at some point, Caitlin Clark needs to just throw hands. Let everybody know, I ain't taking this mess. I'm not having this. That's old school me talking. I saw a story recently, and I forgot where. Thriller, I think, sent it to me or whatever, on Instagram. It's old school NBA. Wanted to test a rookie player, an NBA player. Maurice Lucas checked this young fella. Checked him. Oh, it's Charles Barkley. Because I want to see how he would respond.
Yep.
Well, sometimes you stand up for your damn self. Don't just say, I don't need anybody to defend me. It's not necessary. What are you going to do about it? Take that 1 game, 2 games. Throw some bowls, throw some hands, do something, whatever. Let these folks know. I'm not having it. That stuff is over.
I saw Draymond, when the whole Wemby, Jaylen Brunson headlock happened.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond was like, if that was me, I would have gotten suspended. I would have thought, where were the Knicks teammates? Where was Josh Hart? Where?
Well, it's the NBA Finals first. I mean, time and place. Not a regular season game in the W in June. That'd be like something in the NBA happening in November, Yeah. So time and place. But I do find it curious. And again, I don't follow the W as much as I probably will next year with a Commons 2.0 here in town. But Stephanie White, and it wasn't too long ago when these same Caitlin Clark defenders wanted Stephanie White fired because of the shouting match they had on the sideline. How dare she talk to Caitlin Clark that way? How dare she? Caitlin Clark must be correct for her to speak out that way against her head coach. Head coach must be fired. Remember there was a rumor about the coach being fired like the next day? Remember that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. Has Caitlin and this whole Caitlin Clark ambiance elevated beyond to the point that all of a sudden you're not becoming the villain yourself? Because at a certain point, folks are sort of going like, wait a minute. They want to see a little bit more balance in this thing. I mean, admittedly, I think Caitlin took some shots in her rookie season. You're not a rookie anymore. So the deal is, I think people want to see some. Chris, I think you made a valid point. I think basically they want to say, hey, throw an elbow yourself. Show me some toughness. I mean, realistically.
Because, Caitlin, she is a tremendous talent. And she talks a lot of ish on the court, a whole lot. So, Alyssa Thomas is a strong player. Strong has been her basketball career.
Veteran.
High school, college, pro. Always has been. But for her to react and do what she did to Caitlin Clark, what the hell happened there to piss AT off like that? And then after she put her fist in Caitlin's throat, she walked over her like, yeah, Heifer, you ain't nothing to me. The total disrespect.
Yeah.
And AI Ty Lue.
Yes, she did.
I mean,
so what caused that?
Well,
And I'm not defending AT at all. No, because she was wrong for what she did. Okay,
But you're saying it didn't come out of nowhere.
but it didn't come out of nowhere.
now can you imagine somebody maybe stepping over Oakley or an Anthony Mason doing that and being able before you got your next leg over? You're probably at the top of Madison Square Garden.
Take
See,
down.
but see, now we're getting into another part. Who on the Fever team?
Who's the enforcer?
Thank you. Who is Caitlin's enforcer? Who lets everybody else in the W? You touch her, you have to deal with me. Period. I dare you touch her because I'm gonna lay you out right here on this floor. Who is that?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you know you got the cash cow of the
Is
franchise,
Sophie-
the W. Who's the enforcer?
Is Sophie Cunningham gone? Because she was.
She's still there. Sophie, ain't nobody scared of Sophie Cunningham. Come on now.
I'm just saying. She
No.
was,
You and Mr. Big Texas said the same thing. Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah.
Sophie's an ish talker herself, but she's more blonde Barbie too. She talked a lot of trash. She did in college at Missouri. A lot of junk. A lot of trash talking. But come on, Sophie Cunningham, another model. I mean, that's what she is. She got her own podcast and platform and does some TV work now for one of the networks during the season, which is good for her. But you want her to be the enforcer? Really? All right, Justin. I'm glad you mentioned it because I forgot about it. I put it in the subject line as well. Your thoughts on the NBA draft and the Big 12 having the most players drafted this year of any conference? Justin, you said it. You put it in print. I'm saying it out loud. Yeah. Texco, you are correct. That is more than what Aaliyah Boston has done. Sophie has. You are correct. And again, so what does that say? So we're all kind of saying the same thing. NBA draft. 13 Big 12 players selected total. 9 in the first round, 4 in the second.
And 3 of them came from over there off of
Three, not 4.
3 from
Right, 3, not 4. A lot of us thought 4, but only 3.
Yeah, but then they set the pattern for the Big 12 off of Scott over there off of Scott Street there. I mean,
I'm very happy for Kingston Flemings and Chris Nack and Emmanuel Sharp. Emmanuel's going to Sacramento Kings. I hope that the new folks in charge know what they're doing because it's still the Kings until proven otherwise.
Well, let me tip my hat to KP because she called it for because I think last week when when the Grimbers was striking you, we was trying to figure out.
Like it struck her because she hasn't moved at all from that spot.
I think it might have. She is frozen. No. You.
We hear you, but you're not moving. Your video hasn't changed.
Oh well. But anyway, no. She called the first round. I went with the young man out of Duke, and because I haven't watched him, but he went third in the draft. So I'm sort of going like, at this point, all of them going to make some money. So
no question. No question. And it's great. It's the first time in program history that 3 Cougs have been drafted in one NBA draft. That is outstanding. I mean, it is spectacular. What is it? The press release. Mr. Big Texco, I think it's 14 or so Cougs have been drafted since Coach Sampson. I have to look at it. But they put that out in the press release of how many Cougs have been drafted since he took over the program. Oh, I mean, the turnaround, it's tremendous. It is.
What's that, Kelvin? What's this, Kelvin's 12th year, man?
12th, yes, sir.
Yeah. So when you think
it's the Phoenix Rising. I mean, it is just
literally. No,
yes.
literally, yeah.
Because let me see if I can pull it up here. All right, give me a second. Go ahead, AD. Keep talking. Let's see. I think I have it in one of the notes.
No, I think I mean, man. Let me tell you something. Having gone to Hofheinz and I'm referring to it as his original name, and now where we are now Tillman Fertitta, having gone there and now to see what Kelvin and let's face it, man, Hawthorne was considered a dull, dingy place there for an extended period of time, and to see the turnaround and what Kelvin Sampson has put in place, the only thing what's needed now, the final coup de grace to just to put the final touches on that turnaround. To me, what I consider a very masterful coaching job, of what he's to turn this program around to be considered one of the creme de la creme of the basketball programs, is the fact to win a national championship.
Agreed.
I think
I got my numbers. I conflated numbers.
KP
Kingston
still,
Flemings and
KP
Kristen
still
Knack
frozen.
are the 6th and 7th Cougars to be
I can
drafted
still
under
hear
Coach
y'all.
Sampson.
Okay, all
They
right.
are 18th and 19th draft picks in Coach Sampson's career. So 7 Cougs have been drafted in Coach Sampson's coaching career. 19 overall in his coaching career have been drafted. So there you go with that. But Bruce Thornton, I was hoping Mr. Gibson would be able to join us today from the Ohio State, but he's not able to. Bruce Thornton just added to the Rockets' undersized guards.
Did
Okay, so what? I mean,
did
seriously,
U of H have the most out of Big 12?
3, yes, because I
three.
think Arizona had 3 as well, didn't they?
Did they? Pete,
With Braden
Burries,
Burries, Cole Pete, and
did Visar go?
no, did he get drafted? No, he's in North Carolina, Henry, and then the point guard going to Toronto, Mr. 2.0, Bradley, Jaden Bradley.
Okay.
So Burries, Bradley, and Cole Pete.
So what are we to ascertain, or what are we supposed to? Bruce Thornton. I mean, is this going to be another? What do we got? Another what? Sub 6'2", 6'4"?
No, he's 6 feet.
What?
He's 6 feet. He ain't 6'2". He's 6 feet.
Hell, why don't we just bring Calvin Murphy out of the?
Well, Calvin probably still a better shooter than almost any Rocket on the team, probably, still to this day. But that says more about Calvin, too. He was a Hall of Famer, hell of a shooter.
Oh yeah, come on.
But
That's
I hope
what-
it says bye-bye Aaron Holiday. I hope that's what this says for Bruce Thornton, because Aaron Holiday just shouldn't be here anymore. But time will tell. Rockets, I mean, it's just June. Summer League is, 2 weeks away, roughly. Then you got the rest of the off season. So they have moves to make. But hopefully, I mean, they made a trade to get Bruce Thornton. So they wanted him. They believe in him that much to make deals to get him with the top pick, the first pick in the second round. So I think that says something about how highly they think of him. Now, Rocket fans can say, well, yeah, but they thought highly of Reed Shepard, Two different things, whole different areas. Mr. Big, I'm wondering that myself about what Jaden Bradley drafting him, what it means for Jamal Shit. I wonder. We'll see. I mean, you got the original and now 2.0, both on the same team. I think Jamal Shed, has a team option on his contract this summer, so we shall see. Another Coug, Marcus Sasser. I think his days as a Piston are numbered. I thought that before Detroit got Ibuka, Okori. But
Justin, he's being kind.
He's making a point here. He's not too thrilled. Your point is taken, Justin, and you're not alone in that thought at all. Jaylen Brown, I doubt he's coming here.
Oh no,
I think he'll be traded somewhere, but he won't be here.
I mean, all right. Let's do. Can we do a quick sidetrack? Have the bridges absolutely been burned up behind Jaylen Brown and the Celtics? Is that a done deal for real? Since they couldn't work out the deal to get Giannis?
I think he's going to be traded. I think, and in a nutshell, I think the bridges have been burned. Yes. So, Jalen's, he's a proud man. JB's a proud man. And, he could, in Boston, Brad Stevens, for all his words, he said, yes, I've spoken to him. He still did not convince anybody that he wasn't going to trade Jaylen Brown. Okay. So, spoke to him, kept him in the loop. He's overseas now, and we still talk, and we keep in touch, all those things. All right, Brad, whatever. I don't see him. Well, I think he'll be done in a trade before the season starts, but without a doubt, by February, the deadline. I think, without question. The Rockets are not,
They don't have,
they're hard capped at the first apron, not the second apron. So they can make moves,
but not a Jaylen Brown move.
but not that kind of move. Not for who y'all want, be willing to give up, and who Boston would take in return. They're not going to take Jayshawn Tate and Aaron Holiday and Fred VanVleet. They're not going to do that. So, but Jaylen Brown, he won't be a Rocket. Never say never, but I doubt he's a Rocket.
Well,
Doubt extremely he's a Rocket. Very much so. I really, 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 really highly doubt that.
all right, work with me here, Chris. If he comes, I'm just saying, just as a scenario.
Hypothetically,
Yeah, hypothetically, if Jaylen comes here, where does that put the Rockets in the West with an OKC, with a San Antonio? Does that put them in a contending
No.
position? Because why? Because of
No.
who they would have to give up?
Yes. Unless you convince Brad Stevens to take back pennies in like dudes like Jayshawn Tate and Scrubs, they have to give up somebody to get that talent.
Ime.
So no.
KP, come on now. Really? Really? All right. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go.
We're talking about take
Dropping
back.
from the top rope again. Yeah, she's coming from the top rope one more time.
No, she came from the top of the steel cage on that one. Jeez.
But, Rockets, Fred VanVleet, Steven Adams, Justin, Rocket fans, you guys, Rocket fans, watching episode 190 of Folks Talking Sports, what do y'all think? A healthy Steven Adams, a healthy Fred VanVleet, where would y'all rank the Rockets in the West? And let's say as of August 1st. So we're assuming Fred and Steven are healthy, and we know they're healthy as of August 1st. They're healthy. Where do y'all rank them in these closing moments of episode 190 of Folks Talking Sports? In the West. Because, until expansion, there's not going to be any shuffling of teams. Somebody from the West going to go to the East, something like that. But, yeah, that's down the line. Justin coming strong today. He's really even needs to stop putting his homeboys on the coaching staff and actually hire folks to help offense. Mr. Big says draft picks and Shingun for Jaylen Brown. How many draft picks? It's gonna be a lot.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. In part of, aren't you only can give up what?
I like to trade as many as you have. Yeah, 4 to 5 seed in the West. United says. Justin says 6 in the West. Damn, ooh, it's a tough group, boy. And that's with a healthy Fred and healthy Steven Adams, huh? Damn. Wow. Okay.
A little faith.
Although I'd probably say 4th or 5th too. I don't know about 6th, but wow. Okay.
Well,
See,
at
Mr.
least
Big, the optimist. He says 3rd in the West. See, Justin? He says 3rd.
I think he just puts. I think Mr. Big Tex just put that in there just to be a contrarian.
He's sometimes, but no, he believes that. He really does believe that.
Really?
Spurs and OKC, he believes that. Boy, Justin, how do you really feel, man? How do you really feel about the Rockets and Rafael Stone? Stone is acting like Morey, thinking he's the smartest man in the room.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay.
All right, Justin. Well,
that stings.
Y'all know how I feel about Daryl Morey, so Justin.
No, Chris,
I'm not saying you're Justin. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'll just put it like that. But yeah, okay. Oh, and You have not seen, and I'm trying to do a better job. I'm trying to work through this work-life balance with the job and the YouTube channel and the community posts. If you did not see it, I posted the Rockets Summer League schedule, and then a viewer asked me if any of the Summer League games would be carried on SCHN. That's what I got my answer with regarding them yesterday from Rockets AD.
Oh, okay.
Right now, it's to be determined if the Rockets Summer League games will be carried on SCHN. If not live is probably doubtful, but if not live, on delay. Say delayed, So
But the summer leagues are carried. I mean, NBA TV
Summer League will be
carried.
on ESPN networks and Prime. This will be the first year of the games being on Prime Video.
Okay, all right.
So even less reason for me to watch Summer League games because I ain't watching everything on Prime from Summer League. Don't care if it's the Piston, nobody. Whatever, man. If I ain't got it, I ain't watching. I ain't spending more money that I don't have to watch Summer League games. No, sir. No. It's Summer League. No.
Summer league.
All right, everybody. That will do it. Thank you very much for putting up with more gremlins here on Folks Talking Sports. Thank you for watching on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Once I click a switch or whatever, I'll post the show on Instagram as well. But thank you for participating in the discussion. It got lively. United and Justin expressing themselves about the Rockets. Typing from the chest. I mean, with some force. But Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Well, Kenitra, you can still hear.
No.
You can still see us, right?
I can still see it. Yeah, I can still see and hear.
Okay. So, anything changed
No,
regarding you
no.
in social media? No. Okay. All right, Mr. Moore, as you get ready for Houston Texans training
When
camp.
did the training camp start?
28th.
So yes, I'm gonna give you the big screen, and you got it, sir.
Well, as always, Chris, thank you for the opportunity. Hey, folks, I appreciate it today. I mean, really, this was sort of a fun day. I really appreciate all the input from all the fans on the chat line. And as always, you can follow me on IG and Threads at AdMax Corner, and also on Twitter on AD_More64. Things will be picking up definitely after we get through, but starting in that third week of after the third week in July, things will start picking up Texan wise and everything else. So definitely looking forward to the season, looking forward to training camp, and it will definitely be more news coming. How's Tank looking? Dale. He's looking good because everybody's running around with shorts on, Mr. Big Tech. So short t-shirts and short, everybody looks good in those. So, but in the meantime, hey guys, thank you, KP. You keeping your streak up. You came off the top, not only the top turnbuckle. You went to the top of the steel cage and came off the top of the steel cage again. Love it. Peace.
And
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those who are watching me on Folks Talking Sports, start following us, that account on Instagram as well as on Threads at Folks Talking Sports. Please do so. Share content on those social platforms as well. I mean, we talk sports. As you see, we kind of ran the gamut here. World Cup, Men's World Cup, Rockets, NBA Draft, Caitlin Clark and the WNBA, and Alyssa Thomas and the Phoenix Mercury. All that discussed here on episode 190 of Folks Talking Sports. You'll be able to catch the audio version of this as well on iTunes and Spotify. And also, yes, we're out there too, audio also. Look for that hopefully within the hour. But that will do it for this edition of Folks Talking Sports. Safe travels. I believe Laquita Thompson should be back from Australia
From
this
down under?
week.
Oh, she's still
She's still there. I think she'll be back. I think she's there through July 2nd. I think that's right.
Oh, okay.
AJ is wrapping up his business road trip, and Willie Gibson as well. So hopefully they'll be able to join us next weekend. Well, maybe not because he's kind of the week of the 4th, so they might be spending time with the family also. But regardless, subscribe, hit the like button on YouTube, subscribe to the Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. Tune in this Thursday for the next edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover. I might have working on a few things, see if I get some of my brothers from Let's Rate Cougs to join me, see if they're available to join me for that. But as always, wrapping it up, thank you as always for everyone chit-chatting, chiming in, sharing your insight, opinions here on Folks Talking Sports. And in conclusion, since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review, local name, global perspective. Everybody take care. Peace.